Hello everyone, this is Mystic Goddess with your general reading. So today we're going to see how the person who is thinking about you truly feels about you currently. This reading is for everyone of every zodiac sign, so feel free to switch the energies around as needed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these messages. Give me messages, please, Holy Spirit, for everyone that watches this reading. When it comes to the person who is thinking of my viewers, what are that person's true feelings toward my viewers currently when it comes to love? What are that person's true feelings toward my viewers currently when it comes to love? Two more shuffles. All right. So let's see what comes out here. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have finality. They think that you're bidding them farewell. It's giving energy of them not having closure. Okay, now for a few of you, this person could have left you behind, or there's been a disconnect between the two of you. Whatever caused the disconnect, they're hoping that time will heal wounds. So as of now, this person is waiting. Okay, at the top of the deck, we have obscurity. So they're hiding how they truly feel about the two of you being distant from one another. It's also giving energy of this person thinking that you're concealing something, or they're viewing you as mysterious. If you haven't been taking much initiative, they think it's because you have some things going on behind the scenes that you're keeping hidden. Wow. So yeah, this person is worried about a permanent ending happening between the two of you. Okay. But like I said before, they're just hoping that time will heal wounds. They could be waiting to reach out to you, or they could be waiting for you to reach out to them. Take it however it fits. Give me more. What are this person's true feelings toward my viewers when it comes to love? All right, we have boundaries, and that card came out crossing. So they don't respect boundaries. All right. They feel as though you have drawn a line, or that you've had enough of them. But with the card coming out crossing, it also lets me know that they think there's only a matter of time before you drop your boundaries or before you let your guard down. With the hoping card being at the bottom of the deck, this person could be manifesting, or they're trying their best to hold on to faith that everything will work out between the two of you. So as of now, they're longing. Okay, they're craving your energy, wanting you, missing you, and they're trying their best to distract themselves from their thoughts and feelings. For some of you, this person may feel as though you're bluffing, especially if you've pulled away from them, or if you ended things, they feel as though you'll be back. Now, if they ended things with you, or if they've been distant, this person is bluffing. They're wearing a mask as of now. So they could be trying to make it seem as though they have other things going on. Like they're not just sitting around thinking about you, but in reality, they're in their feelings. It seems as though they could start pretending that something has changed in their life for the better, but it's an exaggeration, okay? So I wouldn't be surprised if this person makes it seem as though they have these wonderful changes going on, or they're not affected by how the relationship dynamic has changed between the two of you. But in reality, they're missing you. So yeah, someone is hoping for a new beginning, hoping that the two of you will be able to repair things. If the two of you are currently involved with each other, they're just hoping that you don't end up leaving them permanently. Also, the finality card, being the initial card to come out, speaks volumes. It lets me know that they're aware that they need to leave something behind. Now, what they need to leave behind will be different for all of you. For some of you, there's a certain cycle that they need to leave behind. There could be a particular person, a certain lifestyle, certain behaviors, Just take it however it fits. But they know that something has to change. Okay? Give me more. They also feel like you're in the energy of cutting people out. We have pride here. So they're a little bit prideful or arrogant, okay? One of the reasons why this person is so confident that the two of you will end up reuniting at some point is because of your loyalty. I keep hearing they always come back. They always come back. So this person thinks that you always end up coming back to them, or they just feel as though the two of you will always end up making up and repairing the connection. Okay. Also, I feel like that's a part of this person's ego. All right. They actually want to come in toward you, but they're really stubborn and they're operating out of pride. So there's a part of them that feels as though you're trying to end things, but at the same time, they're worried about losing you permanently for some of you. Okay. It's like they have their days when they feel like they're going to end up losing you permanently. And then there are other times when they feel as though, nah, everything will work out between me and Mystic Goddess's viewer. They're just bluffing. They're just pretending. They're putting on a show. They're trying to make it seem as though they have other stuff going on when they really don't. So this person could definitely be trying to match your energy, okay? With the boundaries card coming out crossing. Again, this person, they can't get enough of you, all right? If you have set up boundaries, at some point in time, they're going to come in testing those boundaries. They may not take no for an answer. This could be someone who doesn't like to say no. For some of you, they have a tendency to back away from you whenever you enforce your boundaries. At the top of the deck, we have one day. Thank you for the confirmation, Holy Spirit. See, they feel as though one day, someday, at some time, the two of you will end up working things out. Yeah. But see, a lot of you are focused on nourishing yourself. You're focused on self-growth. You're focused on soul searching. You're just focused on your own ascension. You're focused on evolving. You're watering your own grass. You're focused on yourself. Give me more. What are this person's true feelings toward my viewers? All right, we have a couple of cards that came out. We have depth and we also have second chance, and both of those cards came out crossing. So they're trying to pretend as though their feelings are not all that deep. They're also trying their best to be perceived as aloof. And what I mean by that is they're trying to make it seem like they lack awareness. I don't know what's going on. I don't care how things turn out. I don't know why Mystic Goddess's viewer is not really mingling with me at the moment. They're trying to make it seem as though whatever is happening between the two of you at the moment is not vital, like it's not important, when in reality it really is. Also, with the depth card falling out on top of obscurity, it also lets me know that this person was hiding your value. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is they were concealing how important you are to them. They were concealing that they're aware of the deep connection between the two of you. They were concealing that you're a very valuable person. You're very valuable. With second chance being here, this person wants to reconcile with you or they want to make amends. Now, with the card coming out crossing, it lets me know that there's some type of issue in the way. So you could view this person as too secretive. You could feel like they're always hiding things. You could feel like you're tired of the mixed signals. Okay. You're tired of dealing with someone who comes off as they don't come. You're tired of dealing with someone who comes off as though they don't care about anything or anyone. It's a turnoff. Many of you are looking at this person like, grow up. I keep hearing kitty, kitty. So they may play a lot of kitty games or they're just really childlike. So they do want to make amends with you. And I do see an opportunity to reconcile for those of you who are wanting to make amends with this person. But there's something a little bit off here. I feel like they're still going to be acting aloof. They're still going to be making it seem as though you're just not that important, or however you feel isn't all that deep. But see, it's all a lie. This person is very much aware of how important you are. With shocking being at the bottom of the deck, for some of you, this person could be going through some turmoil right now, or they're having trouble shaking the connection because of the chemistry that the two of you share. If you did decide to walk away from this person, or even if you took a step back, if you started enforcing boundaries, it was unexpected. It actually shocked them because they're used to you always reneging. They're used to you being the one to always try and fix things. Also, this person could be hiding their emotional turmoil, okay? It's either that, or they're hiding that when the two of you initially got together, they fell for you a lot more quickly than you're aware of, all right? They were attracted to you right away. There was a spark for them right away. There was a lot of passion right away, and it actually bothered them. It kind of stressed them out a little bit because they're not used to feeling that way. The chemistry that they felt with you, the chemistry they still feel for you, the attraction that they have for you, it caught them completely off guard. And it kind of stressed them out. It stressed them out. They're not used to feeling that way about anyone. Also, one of the things that really attracted, one of the things that this person was really attracted to about you is that whenever they were stressed out, whenever they would go through things, you would still be there, okay? You would be there for them. Whenever there was tension in the connection, you would still try to, bring the spark back. Whenever there were arguments between the two of you, you were still devoted. See, that's unwavering loyalty. This person knows that overall, you're pretty trustworthy. You're reliable, okay? You're dependable. They may have liked the way that you handle arguments, or there's something about you arguing that kind of turned this person on to an extent. Now, there may have been times when they made it seem as though they were tired of you arguing, or, they were tired of the two of you arguing. They may have made it seem as though you were saying or doing things that was stressing them out. But in reality, seeing you react out of tension, or the way that you would respond during arguments, it would turn this person on because you would be so passionate. So yeah, for some of you, they could be hiding that they're in some type of trouble, something along those lines. At the top of the deck, we have Divine Feminine. No wonder there was an immediate spark. Okay? They feel like the two of you balance each other out. It's yin-yang type of energy. All right? They knew right away that you were different. You're really different, really unique. And see, one of the reasons why this person is holding on to hope that everything will work out between the two of you is because they know that you cannot easily be replaced. I keep hearing golden. Now, at some point, this person could come in operating more out of their feminine energy, meaning trying to create something between the two of you, trying to nurture the connection, showing that they're attracted to you. But they could have mommy issues or something along those lines. This person could definitely operate too much out of masculine energy, whether they're a male or a female. We all have feminine and masculine energy. I also feel like you operated too much out of feminine energy, whether you're a male or a female, meaning you were always the one giving. You were always the one creating new opportunities for the two of you to grow. You were always the one pouring into this person, nurturing the connection. You were the one that was always gentle. You were the one that was always showing that you were attracted to them. Okay. You know, use your imagination when it comes to that. But I feel like you had a vision for the relationship. All right. You truly had a vision. They may have even had a vision for it. But I feel like you were taking the steps to get the two of you there. And this person was focused more on the big picture instead of the little details. Yeah, you may have gotten lost in the details and they got lost in the big picture. So I feel like the two of you kind of clashed when it comes to that. Give me more. All right, we have spying. So this person is spying on you. Now, if you know for sure they have absolutely no way of spying, then they're really curious. They're trying to gain some information about you. Okay, trying to see what you're focused on, trying to see if you are in any type of mental conflict. They're looking for hints in regards to where your head is at. They're also looking for hints in regards to whether you may want to nourish the connection again after some type of difference between the two of you or after the two of you clashed. They're also curious in regards to whether you still view them as someone you're compatible with. All right. So even if they abandon you or if this person walked away from you, they're still spying. For those of you who walked away from this person, if you've been cold toward them, they're spying. Regardless, this person is spying or they're curious. And the person in this picture is wearing a hoodie while they're spying. So it lets me know that they're doing it in the dark. Some of you are not aware of it. They could be doing it in a way that you would least suspect. Could be another person involved. There could be a disguise involved, some type of mask, them pretending to be someone else, creating fake profiles, calling from numbers that you are not really, calling from certain numbers that you're not familiar with. Okay, they're masking something, masking their identity in some way. Also, be careful about this person trying to get your attention by exaggerating stuff online. If the two of you do have social media, I feel like they're posting things because they want you to see it. So they're going to start putting on a show. They're going to start exaggerating things in hopes that you'll see it or in hopes that it'll get back to you. Now, if they don't have social media, they could come in saying some things that are way exaggerated. Give me more. What are this person's true feelings? All right, we have bitterness and we also have healing. So they're bitter over you healing, over you releasing them. Okay, some of you may feel like the good Lord wiped the desire for this person out of your spirit. That's how some of you may feel. There was a point in time when you felt like you were really stuck on this person. There were times when you were always thinking about them. You were always missing them, always craving them, always desiring them like no other. But it's not that deep for you anymore. Now, some of you, of course, still desire this person. You may still crave their energy. There are times when you still miss them. But I feel like it's not to the extent that it used to be. You don't feel hopeless. You know that there's a future past this person. And you know that you'll be good with or without them. Some of you would like to have this person in your life. but you're not willing to sacrifice your self-worth or your self-respect. With the bitterness card being here, this person harbors a little bit of resentment toward you, okay? And it's mainly because they feel as though you're getting over them. They know that they don't have a tight grip on you anymore. They're also hoping that you will release something that they did out of anger or something that they said out of anger. There could have been some hurtful words spoken between the two of you, and they want to come in and clean it up. I feel like they think about it all the time, all right? And they could even be a bit frustrated with themselves because they're always sending mixed signals, blocking out their emotions, when in reality, they feel really deeply for you. But yeah, this person feels like there's only a matter of time before they lose you forever, okay? They feel like there's only a matter of time. I do feel like this person tends to come in and out of your life in order to keep one foot in the door, all right? In order to keep that access to you. Even if it's only a little bit of access, it's still access and it still strokes their ego. They could be waiting for time to heal wounds, especially if they did something out of anger or if they said something out of anger. They're also aware that there are certain things or certain people that they need to leave behind. They feel like you've given yourself closure. That's all it is to it. They're pretending that they have certain things going on. They're pretending that they're distracted. They're pretending that they're experiencing some major changes in their life and that they're good with or without you, when in reality, this person is deep within their emotions. They are viewing you as someone who's really mysterious at the moment. They keep wondering if you are concealing something from them or if you have certain things going on behind the scenes. Because if you did take a step back or if you did decide to walk away from this person, even if they walked away from you and you didn't chase them, they're wondering where you're at. You should have been back by now. So it makes them feel as though you have some other things going on behind the scenes. And it kind of makes them a bit paranoid, a little bit angry, but also resentful. Resentful toward you for doing what's best for you. For those of you who have set boundaries, it's going to be so important for you to stand in them. Okay? There's nothing wrong with you drawing the line. You have to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. I see this person coming in, testing your boundaries in some way. All right? It's going to be up to you to maintain those boundaries. For those of you who are hoping that everything will work out between you and this person, I do feel like you're going to get your chance to reconcile with them. They miss you just as much as you miss them. But what's off in the connection is the requited loyalty. All right? I feel like you operate out of loyalty and this person operates out of pride. They're actually really prideful because they feel like there's only a matter of time before you come back to them, or there's only a matter of time before you allow them full access to you again. You guys are divine feminines or divine masculine, so it's going to be important for you to operate as such. All right? Don't come off of your throne. No, don't do that. Don't come off of your throne. Don't allow anyone to get you out of character. Also, make sure that you're careful about what you're entertaining. Okay? You guys are about to walk into some huge blessings because you've been growing. You've been trying your best to operate out of your higher self, and spirit acknowledges that. I feel like this person is a huge distraction. They will sidetrack you. They will delay certain things because what's meant for you isn't necessarily meant for them because they haven't done the work. All right. Now, I rebuke all of that in the name of Jesus, because whatever is for you is for you. Remember, I said delayed, not denied. You'll still get it, but this is someone who could hold you up. They could sidetrack you and end up influencing you to completely change your destiny unknowingly. They're spying on you. and they just see you getting better and better and better. You're looking better, you're doing better, everything about you is better. I mean, you're like fine wine at this point. It gets better with time. They're a bit bitter, okay? A bit resentful. They're holding on to or thinking a lot about some hurtful words spoken between the two of you. They're also really bitter because you're healing. You're getting over them, all right? They didn't see that coming. This person is missing you deeply, but they're sending mixed signals. So nothing is what meets the eye with this person, all right? They're also a bit stressed out. I do feel like they have a lot on their plate or a lot of things going on. They're a bit stressed out because they're still attracted to you. They're stressed out because they cannot shake the connection, and they didn't see that coming. Now, it's also going to be important for you to be aware of your feelings, acknowledge them, be aware of your thoughts, acknowledge them, but don't drown in them, okay? It's going to be really important. So set boundaries with yourself. When you catch your mind wandering, when you notice that you're getting overly emotional about anything regarding this person, snap out of it. You have to draw the line with yourself, okay? But they absolutely are fully aware of your value. They're fully aware of your importance. They're fully aware of the depth of this connection. That's why this person wants to come in and get another opportunity with you. But one of their issues is that they're so dang shallow. They don't feel comfortable getting all that deep. But at the same time, they like when you go deep because it strokes their ego. So when they do come in, if you do decide to reconcile or if you decide to make things work, take it slowly, one step at a time, but don't allow them to sidetrack you, okay? Don't allow them to compromise your integrity, your peace, your boundaries, none of that. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be good regardless. You are an emperor or an empress, and you shall be treated as such. That's why you have to draw a line. All right. And so that is the reading, everyone. If you guys resonated with this or if you liked this reading, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you as a part of the Mystic family. I love each and every one of you guys so much. You take care. Be safe. Until next time, bye.